Hello, friends, and welcome to another live. Welcome to day 29, y'all. Like, this is day 29 of me going live, and I'm proud of myself, okay? I am so proud of myself. So, welcome. I'm here on Instagram, on my page, and also I'm on YouTube at SMM Realty Group, living in Montgomery, Alabama. So, welcome to my page. I am standing, and I can see the chat. So come on in, say hello, good morning, happy Thursday. Hopefully you're having a great start to your day. Today was a little bit slow for me, and I said today I'm going to take it a little bit easy because I have a lot of kids appointments today, from dental appointments, swimming lessons. But as a business owner and being a realtor, being a leadership coach, I get to create my own schedule, which is amazing. But come on in, say hello. Hope they're having a great day. Drop in the chat where you're joining me from, and let me know, like, hey, if this is your first time, drop a 1. If it's not, awesome. Thank you so much for joining me, and welcome. So before I get started, let me introduce myself. I am Shevvy, a retired Air Force veteran after 22 plus years, and I help and I help individuals like yourself who are looking to buy their first or next home with ease and confidence. I am part of the KW Montgomery office here. So if you're in the Montgomery and surrounding areas and you're looking to purchase your first or next home, definitely reach out to me. And you can do that in multiple ways. You can send me a message at shevvymac@kw.com, or you can just drop a comment in the chat and say, hey, Shevvy, I would like to connect, or drop your questions, or you can just send me a private message if you choose to go that route. Okay. So welcome. For the last 28 days, I've been here live at different times, sharing with you different things as it pertains to buying your first home, and different programs that are available. So a lot of different things, which I will more likely put this into a guide that you can download. That is my plan, but we'll see as we move forward. Okay. But yeah, so today I want to talk about when you are in the space and you have an opportunity from a family member, or maybe a seller that you know, a homeowner that you know, who is looking to sell their home, and they're not going through the regular channels of hiring a listing agent or a seller agent, or going through the bank process. They want to work with you one-on-one, and maybe it's a family member, and they're like, hey, John, Kate, whatever, or Nikki, hey, I have this home, I'm looking to move, and I think you will be a great person because I know you're in the market looking to purchase a home. And they may tell you, like, hey, this could be your opportunity to purchase this specific home. Okay. So like I said, if you all, as you come in, drop in the chat what question that you have. Drop in the chat if you have any questions as you come in. And just drop the letter Q, because sometimes I'm moving along and I may not see your question. But if you drop the Q, that lets me know, or the letter Q, that lets me know that, hey, you have a question. All right. And welcome, Just Lovely Lace. Thank you for joining. I am talking about the opportunity that you may receive as a first-time home buyer to purchase a home from a homeowner who you may know. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be someone referred to you to say, hey, this person in this neighborhood is looking to sell their home, but they're not going through the regular channels of hiring, a seller agent, or a listing agent, or a mortgage company to list their home. They're doing it on their own. Excuse me. Let me get some water. But in the meantime, drop your questions if there are any questions. Yeah, I got my big water. Got to hydrate. So let me just explain what a for sale by owner. For sale by owner is say, for example, if I decide to sell my home and I choose not to hire a realtor to help me through the process. So I have decided on my own to go through the process, to market my home, to list my home, and to get a buyer to agree on the price that I would like to get. And by doing this, by choosing this path as the for sale by owner, if I was that person, I'm just removing all those other additional fees, because again, when you hire a realtor or a mortgage company, you do have to pay a percentage. And depending on the home, that may be, if it's 6% at over $300,000, you may be paying, $14,000. I don't know if those numbers matches up, but just think you do pay a percentage to the listing agent to sell your home, because they're going to do all the work to make sure that your house is sold. But instead of doing that, as the for sale by owner, you have decided to sell your home on your own. So you're going to find individuals who are like, maybe you're a first time home buyer. They will find you to come and say, hey, we have this home. Or like I said, a family member may be like, hey, Shevvy, there's a home that's for sale, and I know you're looking, and I know a friend or my cousin. So they're going to connect you with that person. But the great thing about going through the process of buying a home for sale by owner is you still have to go through the process to get it pre-approved. So you have to get pre-approved, but now you will tell the bank that you're not going through a lender or a specific company, but you're going through this person who is selling their home. But the biggest things that you want to make sure that you are considered before you say yes to this home is to make sure that you have had conversations with this person to be clear on what is it that they're asking for in the sense of the price. Also, make sure there's a sale agreement, like really have these conversations, because sometimes we may think it's a family member or it's a friend that we've known for years that, okay, we're just going to go ahead and talk about it and then do the transaction. No. If treat this opportunity as if it's like any other opportunity, if you're buying the house from someone else you don't know, treat it the same. Go through do your due diligence. Make sure you get an inspection in the home. Make sure that you because again, this person may not tell you all the things that might be wrong with this home, even though they're a friend, even though they're a family member. You still want to do your due diligence to make sure that you are covered, because at the end of the day, you don't have all the things that you will have from a real estate agent who's going to assist you to make sure that all the things are checked. So now you're doing this on your own. So another thing that you want to make sure that you do is to make sure that you identify, okay, what are the taxes on this home? What are some major issues that might be going on? How, is the roof? How old is the roof? Not how long, but how old is the roof? Water, things that I've talked about, like the same concept, the same things that you will go if you're working with a realtor. These are things that now you have to figure out to do on your own, because with a realtor, they have the resource. They know a lot more information than you know. So they're going to protect you. But now in this situation, friend, you have to protect yourself. You have to look at how to make sure that this contract that you and this person came up with doesn't make sense for you. And that is when you have to hire an attorney, pay for an attorney to make sure that this contract reads exactly what it clearly states and both you and the person agreed upon. So yes, this is a great opportunity, and sometimes is one of the best opportunities because you're saving money in the end, but also you want to make sure you're not only saving money at the end, but it makes sense to you financially, because this house, it could be a lot of things wrong with the house that you're not aware of, but the seller is, okay? So you still want to do your due diligence. All right. So question from Just Lovely Lace. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for dropping all those questions. So Just Lovely Lace stated, normally realtors have a lawyer on their team to finalize the contract closing when doing a direct seller. Do you have to secure your own? Yes, you do have to now secure your own lawyer, which is a fee, and depending on the lawyer, they're charging you by the hours. So again, you want to factor in your price that you're going to offer that person for all the different things that you have to pay for, because now you have to get the lawyer, you have to get a home inspector to come through. You want to have someone to survey the area to make sure you know exactly what all is yours in the sense of the land. So again, it's going to take a little bit more work on your part because you're doing this on your own, but definitely do your due diligence in this process. And I'll wait for Just Lovely Lace to ask her question. Whew. And while that question is coming, and yes, you're going to save on, commission. You're not paying commission. The seller is not paying commission. You're not paying commission to the buyer. But at the end of the day, do you have everything that you need to make sure that is a win-win for you and the seller who is selling their home? Because you don't want to be surprised at the end after you move into this home that, oh, I have to replace this roof that's going to cost $20,000 that you didn't plan for, Okay, that was your question. Yes. Okay, awesome. Yes. So you definitely want to make sure that you do your due diligence. And one thing I'm going to create is the first-time home buyers guide that I will more likely create in the next coming days. So you can download that for free. And I will put this on my link tree here on Instagram, but also on my YouTube channel as well, too, for you to download for free. But yeah, if there are any questions, any other questions, let me know. If you're watching this later on #replay. I was supposed to have a guest today, but due to family emergency, the person was not able to attend because she was going to share insight on the different types of mortgages, the interest rate, all of those things. But she will be coming on later on. We have to agree on a different date and time. But I'm all about, hey, family is first. So if family stuff is going on, I definitely understand. So stay tuned for that. But today I just want to kind of talk to you about buying a home from a for sale by owner. And yes, there's a lot of pros. You can get, a great price. You don't have to deal with all the real estate fees and so forth. But at the end of the day, the con is, do you know what you're doing? Do you have a contract in place that really outlines everything? Are you sure that there's no additional tax owed on the home? Are you aware that, hey, this person actually owns this home, the deed, their name is actually on the deed? So you have to make sure that you are thorough in this process, because friends, family, cousins, neighbors, a stranger, like, you want to make sure that you do your due diligence, because you don't want to look back when you get to the end and you're like, man, I got screwed, So definitely this is another opportunity for you to own your first home as a first-time home buyer, or even your next home. But definitely do your due diligence, ask those questions, treat this as a business transaction, not as a friend transaction. So business transaction, not a friend or family transaction. Okay. If there are no other questions, thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you ladies every single day. Tomorrow is day 30. Day 30. Okay. So definitely I am so proud of myself for showing up here every day for the last 29 days. And I will be here tomorrow for the final event of 30 Days Live. But hopefully this information I've been sharing for the last 29 days has been helpful, but also it has brought some awareness to you and increase your knowledge, because I'm also learning this process by adding and sharing too. So based on your questions as well too. So thank you all so much for joining. And #replay. If you would love for me to support you as your realtor, and if you are considering purchasing a home in the next 30 to 90 days, then definitely reach out to me. I would say the next 30 to 180 days. So from now, 6 months from now, definitely reach out to me. I would love to support you if you're in the Montgomery and in the surrounding areas here. So thank you for joining me, everyone. I'm Shevvy Mac, retired Air Force veteran after 22 plus years, now as a realtor, helping you to buy your first or next home with ease and confidence, so that when you move into that home, you're not living with regrets, but you're actually enjoying your home. All right, y'all. Well, have an amazing day. Happy Thursday. And I will see you all tomorrow for day 30. Yes. Have an amazing day.